We've had night 1, we've had night 2, and now we're getting a bonus night 3 with WrestleMania's Raw. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for your WWE Raw after WrestleMania preview. Definitely one of the better Raws, I believe, of the year. You normally get some good shit happening on this. Some interesting debuts as well. So with that said, let's have a look at what we have previewed for tonight's show. Now, in terms of actual matches confirmed so far, there has been nothing. All I can see is a bunch of wrestlers that have been advertised for tonight's show. So Cody Rhodes is going to be here, Sami Zayn is going to be here, Rhea Ripley is going to be here, Seth freaking Rollins is going to be on Raw, Jey Uso is going to be on Raw, Becky Lynch is going to be on Raw, and Ricochet is going to be on Raw. That doesn't really do much for me. Like, whether Ricochet is on Raw tonight or whether I never see Ricochet again in my life, that doesn't really matter. I don't care about Ricochet. I was hoping to see some fallout from the world title matches. I wanted to see Roman Reigns, I wanted to see The Rock, I wanted to see Drew McIntyre, and I wanted to see CM Punk, but it doesn't necessarily look like we are getting that. So what will we get tonight? Could we go in a direction to find out who will be the next challengers for both the Undisputed WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship? Potentially. Now, there is no sign of Damian Priest. Damian Priest is not being advertised for this show, so I'm not sure what they're going to do. Could they possibly think about maybe moving Priest to SmackDown? Obviously, Cody Rhodes is a Raw guy, Priest is a Raw guy, but they both hold the world titles, so I think it's going to be strange. And one of them is obviously going to have to move to SmackDown, or one of them is going to have to lose the belt relatively quickly. Although, to be fair, we did go through a period where there was like no belt, no world title belt on Raw for almost 2 years. Now, I don't think they would do that to SmackDown. I don't think they would I wouldn't like to think they'd do that again to any brand, because that was really a tough time to watch when you had no main prize to fight for, no world title to fight for. It just felt like the show was lacking something. I mean, the best thing you could get was a bunch of mid-carders fighting for a mid-card title, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen with that. Cody Rhodes wins the belt for the first time. He will be on Raw tonight. He always talks about, what do you want to talk about? Finishing the story. Well, tonight he's going to need to start a new story, because he can't use the same shit. He's a champion now. We need to see something different for Cody Rhodes. Hopefully he can deliver. Sami Zayn defeated Gunther. Will Gunther get a rematch, or will Gunther go straight to the world title scene? I'm going to predict the world title scene. Will Sami Zayn be a fighting champion? I mean, let's hope so, because it's been a while, I think, since the Intercontinental title was regularly defended. So yeah, I mean, Gunther did have a long reign, but it felt like he went months and months without actually defending the belt. Rhea Ripley, champion now for over a year. I can see it going another year. Seth Rollins getting fouled last night at WrestleMania Night 2. Obviously, he was in the match with Drew. He was in the match in Night 1 as well. And he came out at the end to help too, with Cody Rhodes against Roman Reigns. So Seth Rollins did everything he can, I guess, to be a good guy, to try and dethrone the bloodline. And he did help. He played his part. So Seth Rollins will be on Raw tonight. We've got main event Jey Uso. We'll see what direction he goes. And like I said, Becky Lynch and Ricochet are advertised. I hope we can at least get some number one contender matches. I would like to see if we can crown some new challengers going into Backlash. It'd be good to know after tonight who is going to be facing who. And as for debuts, as for who could be coming up from NXT, well, we already have Braun Breaker on SmackDown. I don't know if Carmelo Hayes is officially on SmackDown. He has appeared on a few shows, but I don't know if he's got an official contract signing with them. We have Trick Williams, I believe, is rumoured to be coming to Monday Night Raw. Whoop that Trick. Could we see Trick Williams debut for the Red brand? I mean, I personally think it's a wee bit too soon, but I will say I think WWE leave people down in NXT way too long, especially some of the women. And even on the main roster, I think they just keep people out of the, the world title and main event scenes for way too long. So maybe it's a good thing. You know what? Just push Trick Williams up, sink or swim. Because, I mean, if you look at around the Ruthless Aggression era, the OVW class, I think a reason why Brock, Orton, Cena, Batista, I think a reason why they got so good is because they were called up relatively quickly, and they were allowed to work with the top guys. If Randy Orton got called up, and then like literally within 2 years, he was a world champion. If he didn't, if he didn't get called up, think if he spent the next 2 years still wrestling in OVW, by summer of 2004, he would have been nowhere near the wrestler he was. Same for John Cena. Look how good John Cena was after a couple of years. Same for Batista. Look how good these guys were after a couple of years on the main roster, because they were working with actual legends and guys that know what they're doing, like top talent. So yeah, I mean, you can argue it's too soon, but I think that it can benefit the rookies, the unexperienced guys, by actually coming up to the main roster and working with the top guys. So look, if Trick Williams debuts tonight, I'll be all for it. I think it'd be a good idea. Whoop that Trick. Who else could debut? Well, Lyra Valkyria did lose her belt on NXT at Stand and Deliver. Would I want to see her on the main roster? No, I don't think so. But I think there is a chance. Because I think although NXT are adding an NXT North American Women's Championship, I don't agree with that. I don't think they need another mid-card title, but possibly that's something that could happen. Could Baron Corbin come up? I mean, maybe. We could possibly see Baron Corbin. Tony D'Angelo, he's not going to come up. In terms of call-ups, I'm not sure we'll really see anybody other than Trick Williams. I mean, we could get Lyra Valkyria. I think that's an option. If I had to pick two people that I believe would come up, I would be leaning towards Lyra Valkyria and Trick Williams, and Carmelo Hayes, unless he's already a member of the roster somewhere. But I'm not quite sure whether he is SmackDown or whether he is waiting for a call-up to Raw. Look, guys, that's it. I can't really talk any more about it. I mean, there's nothing really concrete tonight. Just a bunch of people being advertised. But it's a Raw after Mania, so I think we should get something good. It's normally decent. Normally they give us something entertaining. Hopefully they do, and hopefully we can get a good show, because some of the Raws have been pretty good as of late, so especially that one with The Rock. I'd love to see The Rock tonight. I don't think he'll be on Raw, but I would love to see The Rock. And if The Rock can't be on Raw, if Roman Reigns can't be on Raw, like, why can't we just get pre-recorded videos? I mean, can we not get that, like pre-recorded segments backstage? I think that would be good. If you can't have your top guys on the show, then at least get them to record something beforehand. So that's what I would like to see, but obviously they ain't going to do that. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Till then, peace.